Welcome back to Total War Arena. My name is Apollo, and today we are playing the Barbarians. I've got the commander Arminius, and the first time I used Arminius, I went all cav. Well, now I'm going all infantry, and my god, do I love the Barbarian infantry. Very fast moving. They have buffs in the forest, so you can set up some really nice ambushes. Also, I'm going to be joined with Jackie Fish. She's going to be doing some co-commentary, and he's also going to give me some advice. At the time of this recording, I was still fairly new at Arena, more specifically with the Barbarians, so if you're new to the game as well and you want to learn more, this is going to be a great video. If you don't really care about learning about anything, just skip to the battles. We do talk a little bit in between the battles, just talking about the strategy and, of what happened during the fight. Again, if you don't care about that, you can skip ahead. So Arminius, if we just talk about him a little bit, now I am tier 2 in this video. Right now I've got tier 4, but yeah, in the video I'm tier 2, and if we talk about some of his abilities, really the only ability I can use at tier 2 is this one right here. This is Momentum, and this gives me, basically its ability, it really helps you travel around the map. As long as you're going, as long as you're marching around, you have this Momentum ability, which turn speed is 10% and speed overall is 10%. So it's a pretty nice little boost that can get you going if you want to try to set up an ambush really quickly. If you stop running, the ability goes away, and then you're gonna have to reset it. As long as you keep going, the ability works. Now I also have some woodsmen here. This is the tier 2 infantry. The woodsmen have an ability called Harass, and that increases the speed by 50% and acceleration by 10%. So that is really good for charging into the enemy, really picking up that momentum and just getting a nice deadly infantry charge. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm just setting up. It's all about positioning. Now, Jackie Fish in this video, he is playing as Caesar. Now, Caesar is a great support character, so he's going to go all infantry, Caesar, and we're going to work together. And who would have thought the Barbarians and Caesar work so well together? You will understand why in the video. The kills are ridiculous. I don't want to give too much away, but that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching, and enjoy the video.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Fish here, and welcome back to Total War Arena. Joining me is my main man, Pixelated Apollo.
What's up, what's up? Glad to be here. Finally, we're playing Arena together. We tried many times, but it's happening.
Yeah, finally. And as we've said when we were just talking about before we started recording, Arena was our first video together. This is where it all began.
Yeah,
the Pixie-Fish relationship.
The Pixie-Fish, I like it.
Yeah, that's where it all began. So you are somewhat newish to the closed beta. You've played, a couple games, like 20 games maybe.
Yeah.
But you're still a little bit new. I've played a lot more than that. I've played like over 200 now. I'm obsessed with the game. So what we thought we would do in today's video is just kind of run through a few things that people just entering the beta might not know about. And obviously, as the beta gets closer and closer to open beta, which I believe is like six and a little bit weeks away, then hopefully I'll just be helping out the new players entering Total War Arena.
Yeah, so like I've played mostly the Roman infantry, so I think I've got them down pretty well, but I'm not too familiar with the Barbarian infantry. Now I know they're like obviously more a bit of an ambushing type faction, right?
Yeah, they excel in the woods. They get huge bonuses, which we'll see in a second, and you really just want to stick in the woods because most other factions, at least I think Roman tier 2 infantry is still considered medium infantry, so they don't get huge debuffs in the woods. However, tier 3 Roman infantry gets massive debuffs in the woods. I think it's like minus 20 something %.
So it's heavy infantry, medium infantry. Okay, so that's pretty cool. There's a difference between how much they get affected by.
Yeah, well, you're obviously classed as light infantry, so because of that, you get bonuses. Then the medium infantry gets kind of some, some okay negative effects like less speed, less missile attack, and something else. And then the heavy infantry kind of get the opposite to the light infantry. Whereas I think you get 25% melee attack and defense. The Roman infantry or the heavy infantry get minus 25% attack and defense. So it's kind of like the complete opposite.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I need to go down here by the trees, obviously.
Yeah, and get stuck in the trees and just try and stay in there, because you can really come out on top of quite a few of the higher tiers. Like if we come up against tier 3s in the woods, you'll be able to match them just because of that buff. It's
wow.
Really strong.
That's
and
awesome.
I'm going to go in the woods as well. because I'm only tier 2 infantry and I'm classed as medium, so we'll be able to see the kind of medium debuffs I get, but it's not too crazy. I can still fight in the woods.
All right, so I've got
in.
2 abilities here for my, and they both look like sprint abilities. We have momentum and harass.
Yeah, so you're playing Arminius for the Barbarians, which is the one you start off unlocked with. And momentum is something you just kind of want to press when you're running around anyway. So like right now, you'd press it just to move up, yeah.
Right,
whereas
cool.
R is your charge ability. You want to use R before charging into the enemy position.
Oh, okay. All right. So one's just for moving around, and one's for just battle.
Yeah, now obviously having momentum on whilst you're charging is good because that allows you to have more speed, so your charge does more damage.
Right.
But the interesting thing with momentum is if you stop moving, it goes away. So you kind of have to always be on the move with it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I see. Standing still doesn't... Yeah, I see that. That's cool.
Also, another thing that you might not know as a new player is when you hit tier 2, you can now organize your troops into a longer formation. Also, we might not want to push this hard for our team to go up a little bit more. So just come around and come back a little bit. There's a lot of enemies here as well. But yeah, you can actually lengthen your formation at tier 2 by holding down Alt, and then you have to only have 1 unit selected. You press Alt or hold it down, and then just drag back and forth with right click.
Yeah.
And you can actually choose the width. And that's really useful because obviously at the start you kind of want to be a little bit lengthy to protect yourself from being flanked. But say there's a really small corridor in someone's flank, which you can just about get through, but not when you're fully, expanded like this. You can go ahead and decide to make your formation a lot tighter, just to run through that gap in the enemy formation and then kind of go around and envelop them, because flanking in this game is so important. You can pretty much get rid of an entire unit by just surrounding it, no matter what tier it is, because once a unit routes, it's gone and it's done for, and it's just out of there. Yeah,
so it doesn't come back.
No, well, it does go back, but it basically can't fight back, so you're basically just killing it for free.
Wow.
Looks like I'm going to be engaging over on this left flank a little bit.
Yeah, I think I'm going to send troops over and try to flank around them.
Yeah, that'd be great. Oh, how did I get rear flanked? I think I messed up there and accidentally clicked up, but thankfully you're there to save me, because yeah, you can see he could be cutting me down right now for free if I'm not careful. But thankfully you are there. My team is there. And that again just speaks to the importance of playing
teamwork,
in a team. If you weren't there, I would have lost that entire unit for free.
That's why I like flanking is so devastating, because it really it makes it so you really need to work as a team, because if you're just going in alone, you're gonna die so quick.
Yeah, so I think actually go after the marchers if I'm honest.
Oh, okay. Oops.
Actually, no, that's fine.
I've already committed. Yeah,
that's
but
fine.
after, I'll go for them. Sweet, the barbs.
I think actually maybe go now, and I'll deal with these guys, because you're faster than me, especially in the woods. So I'll deal with these guys now with my heavy infantry charge, and then you go after the archers. Because even if you're getting the archers to run away, that's still really good. And there we go, we're breaking them out here.
Oh, you better run!
And yeah, you can just see their HP go and just disappear.
Oh, they're breaking! Oh my god!
Yeah, nice work. Because in the woods, I think, because if you can look over, sorry, we didn't even look at the buffs you get. So if you click on your unit, you can see in the top left or in the center screen. I was like, cavalry comes in, perfect! Teamwork, man.
Oh, man. And he disconnected instantly.
I love seeing that, when you just absolutely ruin someone and they just rage quit. It's the perfect thing. And now we'll come back to this main fight and surround the rest of this
Hell yeah, dude.
As well. The buffs you get. If you click on your unit, you can see that you get plus 25% melee defense, melee attack, and 8% charge bonus.
Wow.
That's insane.
Oh,
and if you compare that to me, as being like medium tier infantry, I get kind of all the debuffs you get, I think. I get minus 10% missile damage, 10% range, and 20% speed. So I'm much slower in here than you are. Because I think you only actually get minus 10% speed. Yeah, you're actually faster
10.
as well.
Minus 10,
so the barbarians are just so goddamn good in the woods. You really want to try and take as many battles in there as you can.
Hey, more Romans to kill coming in.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually going to spread out a little bit here.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't break this unit.
Yeah, no, you sometimes as well, which is something actually really important to note, is you might end up even though you've thrown your unit in, it's still a good idea to select the unit you're attacking with and click on the enemy, because sometimes the game doesn't quite register until you click on the unit you're attacking that you're left flanking it. It might think you're trying to attack a different unit. So it's always good when you are in battle just to click the unit you want to be attacking.
Okay. Instead of just like...
Yeah, instead of just charging in and leaving it, because sometimes it doesn't register that you have rear flanked it because maybe the units aren't attacking that unit, especially when some people are like clumped up on top of each other. It might register you're attacking one of the units but not both.
Okay,
so it's always a good idea to maybe click on both just beforehand.
Does the cav also, like a barbarian cav, do they get bonuses in the woods?
I think they get, no, they don't, because they're cavalry. All cavalry get some pretty heavy debuffs, but I think barbarian cavalry gets the least amount of debuffs.
Okay,
and because
cool.
they're already really quick as well, that they're kind of okay with it.
Man, okay. we crushed them, dude.
Yeah, we need to retreat though, I think, because the battle's really close, even after us slaughtering these people.
Oh yeah,
I think after doing this, we need to retreat.
All right, cool. I'll just finish off these Romans in here since I've got a lot of buffs.
Yeah, and I'll start heading back. Now, our base is fine because it's just some cavalry, and cavalry caps really slowly. However, you always want to make sure you don't get ninja capped whenever you can help it.
Yeah. That's like so frustrating when you're like defeating them through battle and then it's like, oh, you lost your base. It's like, dang it.
Yeah, it is really frustrating. But again, you know, you should be protecting your base. As Sun Tzu once said in The Art of War, if one loses their base,
it's over.
Lose the game.
You have to surrender.
Imagine that, in just like a proper historical battle. We're like, well, we've captured this camp, we win. And they're just like, okay.
They're like single-handedly beating them in battle. It's like, but sir, they captured our base. It's like, all right, drop your weapons. We lost.
Yeah, that cavalry is going to be annoying to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
Try and get back here and help out.
Going after our skirmishers there.
Yeah, which will really help turn the tide. Luckily, we do have some dudes there. I'm going to throw my peeler in their back.
Oh, nice.
To do a nice little bit of damage. And our cavalry turns up as well.
We finally defeated the Romans in the forest, so got extra troops.
Just bringing everyone back, I think. Yeah, just bringing everyone back. And that's another thing, which we're not really showing too much in this battle. But I see a lot of people making the mistake of always just attacking, seeing the enemies and running towards them. Try and pick your battles. Your units are valuable, and you never want to kind of just throw them away for no reason. If the enemy look like they have skirmishers, spearmen, and you're playing Roman infantry, like there's no point going in there because you're just going to die. And even if you lose some men, even if you're getting shot, don't make that just force you to go forward, even if you're just getting shot by missiles, because even if you save half your unit, that's better than, say, if you died completely. You know, you're still able to help out the enemy team or help out your own team.
For sure, like, it's, like, all the, like, special abilities, like, that's all nuance. Like, really, the heart of this game, I think, is just tactics and, like, knowing when to go in and knowing when to not go in. So I think knowing the nuance of the game can make you a great player, but just, you know, knowing the tactics will make you a good player as well, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, just being able to use your abilities at the optimal time and just understanding when you can fight a battle and when you should just run away. Because no matter what happens, as long as you have men left over, you know, you can still be valuable in helping out and, you know, get kills.
Yeah.
And it's better to retreat from a bad situation than commit to it. Like, retreat from a bad situation and lose half your army, than commit to it and lose your entire force.
So in this swamp area, do I also get buffs? Does that count as like a forest type?
No, swamp is basically long grass, and all you get from it is you get visibility. So if you go into it, you can really see how small the fog of war is.
Okay, cool. Wait, it takes away? Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you look, you just see how little we can see in there.
Yeah.
And that's why taking these towers are really important, because they basically illuminate that entire area.
Can you set up ambushes though? Like, can they see you in? Okay.
No, they have as much vision as you do in there, so you can easily set up ambushes.
Alright, so I think we're taking this one. We're starting to take it, but it's still really close.
Really close, as you can see. It's there's not much in it. There's like 70 men in it. And it's mainly they've got a lot of soldiers in our base, but luckily we have kind of the best units left. We have the archers left, and they don't really have a lot of range, so that basically allows us to just shoot them to pieces. And the cavalry as well. The cavalry is going in our favor as well, so that's really good for us.
Yeah, chewing up the cab over here in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, we've both done really good as well. You know, we both got over 300 kills. I'm a little bit cheesing because I've got Germanicus at tier 5, but I only really wanted to play Roman infantry. My Scipio's level 7, so...
Hey, you're just trying to help, right?
Exactly. Like, I wouldn't normally do this, but we're trying to record some lower tiers whilst you level up, and I didn't exactly want to play Scipio, who's even a higher level, and that would have been even grosser than what we're seeing now, because I've upgraded Scipio's tech tree massively.
Oh, wow. Oh, there goes my army.
That's also something you should think about as well, is don't just ignore the commander ability upgrades, because you can really improve your skills that way. It does kind of cost a little bit, but it's totally worth it on, say, someone like Germanicus or Scipio, because you can use that to just, you know, outperform a mirror matchup you get.
Yeah. So we can check that out after this game, just looking at my tech tree, but...
Yeah, this is actually...
Wow.
Maybe we might win this, because our archers have been getting caught. I really want to help as well, but I don't want to kind of go by myself. So I'm going to retreat. You know, at this point in the game, we don't want to be caught by ourselves. This guy... Oh, they got cavalry left as well.
Our Phalanx player just charged in without Phalanx mode against another Phalanx player. Look at that.
I think we're going to lose because they still have cavalry left. Our archers were kind of in a bad position.
Wow.
Maybe we weren't defending them as well.
Dang.
It's going to be hard to win this.
I was confident we were going to take this one.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have the advantage. Again, that just goes to show, even at this point, you have to be so cautious because, you know, one cavalry charge can really turn the tides of battle.
Yeah, Cav is like... Wouldn't you say, like, Cav is probably the most challenging unit, but the most rewarding? Like, you could really rack up a lot of kills with Cav.
I mean, not even. It's more about the morale damage, I feel like, with cavalry, especially at higher tiers when units are so tanky. I think being able to just rout enemy infantry and then allow your infantry to kill them is really good. And just like, look at that.
That guy was not paying attention.
But we're in a really tricky situation because not having my back secure is going to be difficult. That cavalry can literally just run me through. But I think I might have maybe just brought it back a little bit.
Oh, yeah, you definitely gave us a chance.
I kind of just need to run away and wait for the spear guy to get here, or at least get my back to the wall so the cavalry can't.
Ooh, you're going to get flanked, though.
That's fine for now. As long as I can get my back to the wall, I can turn it. Yeah, this is good. This is good, because...
Turn around! There we go.
Come on, Germanicus.
Come on!
Let's kill them. I popped my...
Oh my god! Dude.
But, I mean, they have another unit of infantry somewhere, surely, because they have 122 men left. This isn't 122 men right here.
No, but you are buying time for the hoplite player.
I am indeed. But even if we win this, I'm not sure. Like, even if I kill all of this stuff, I think they still have more men than us, and we're not going to make it across the base in time. Yeah, I think they just win.
That was a really good move there. Run into the wall and just...
Yeah, that's something really important. You know, if you're outnumbered, getting a cavalry charge round the back and routing the enemy, you know, that's game-changing.
You won. You won that engagement. That's amazing.
I won the engagement, but I don't think we're going to win the battle just because they have a unit somewhere. We're going to be losing by 28 men, and I just have no idea where it is.
Yeah, that's.
I guess we're just going to have to try and maybe find it.
It's a hoplite unit, so you could easily beat it if you guys work together.
Just don't know where it is. That's the thing. We only have a minute left.
Yeah, it could be anywhere. The map's way too big.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll just charge in. I doubt it, though.
Yeah, it'd be really smart of him not to do that. He should just stay out. I'm going to go to this tower and maybe come across him in the swamp, but there's just not enough time left, unfortunately. Yeah, that was a really good battle anyway.
Oh, yeah, that was great. Like, we did well, but it just wasn't enough. And that just shows, like, how much of a team game this is, you know? Like, you could do extremely well, but your team just doesn't support you or just doesn't, you know, stay at your level. So... yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can get a miracle.
No way. No way. I'm going to take this tower, but even by the time I get to this tower, there's like 30 seconds left, unfortunately. Yeah,
like even if you find them. God.
I mean, overall, I got 477 kills. You got 350. You know, we have plenty of good people.
Not bad at all. It's pretty cool. It's a difference of 19 men. That's just how close it was.
Uh-huh. And maybe if our cavalry could have stayed alive, or if them archers would have stayed alive, like, you know, like we would have easily have had it. But yeah, he's in his base somewhere, I think, doing the smart thing for the win.
That's a good point about keeping the cav alive, because like moments like this, you know, there's I don't know, when just the small amount of times I've played, keeping cav alive till the very end seems to be like critical.
Especially if the enemy have some range units left. You know, if we could have killed the enemy cav and had them range units alive, not only is that more manpower for us to, you know, obviously tip the scale of balance in our favor, so when the time runs out, we win. But also that allows us to pick away at the enemy infantry. So, you know, have alive, allowing us to keep our archers safe is just so important.
Yeah, but again, can't complain there. I think we did.
Yeah, we're both top of the team. So, you know, that's all we can do.
Yeah, not bad for learning the barbarians.
And if we go on to the tech tree quickly, you can see the abilities. Like, if we go on to my tier 6, my Scipio quickly, you can just see, like, the amount of bonuses he gets from it. So if we look at his melee defense, because I've upgraded these tiers up to tier 5 he gets an additional minus 15% melee defense on his Warcry, as well as an extra minus 10 base morale damage, which is really useful at routing enemy units. And his charge bonus, at the tier I have it, he gets an extra 15%, which makes it better than Germanicus's if Germanicus doesn't upgrade it. So you can really, you know, even outperform people who are supposed to be beating you back.
Yeah, like specialize.
Really useful. And then on Over Perseverance as well, on the one I've upgraded, I get an extra 20% melee defense. It's just, the bonuses are so useful.
Yeah, I'm looking at Arminius.
Arminius.
Yeah. He's got, it looks like I have to get a couple speed bonuses to unlock other stuff, but yeah, it only increases his speed by 1%. So I'm sure like not everything is great for the price, but I mean, what is 1%? Is that a huge difference in the game?
It's an okay amount, but nothing too crazy. I feel like, you know, Arminius isn't that great, but upgrading your characters is better for stuff where it's like gives you melee attack or gives you more charge bonus. So like for people like Scipio, Germanicus, maybe like Boudica, getting the extra bonuses on your shield bash for Leonidas, whereas Kainani's speed buffs and the hump buff, like upgrading that isn't that important. But say Alexander's charge, upgrading them bonuses is really important because it directly affects a lot of what you do and what your character's all about.
Right.
So you ready to queue up for another one?
Yeah, I'm more than ready. Let's do it.
Are you close to tier 3 yet with the barbarians?
Not super close, but I think a couple games I'll get it.
Okay, cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play some tier 2 Caesar now, and I'm basically going to sit behind you in the woods and just buff you to
yeah.
So you basically just become insane.
Okay, so what is Caesar, like, what is his special, like, what is he all about?
Caesar's basically a character which just buffs your friendly units. A lot of people use him for artillery because he has some good range buffs, but I think his melee buff is unreal. I've upgraded it. I think I've upgraded. Let's have a quick look. I've upgraded it I pretty much max upgraded his attack bonus. But basically what it does is it gives plus 30% melee defense and 40% melee attack. Couple that with your barbarian wood bonus, like you're going to have almost 100% bonus in the woods, like on your melee attack and defense.
Oh,
like,
man.
You're just going to slice through anything that comes your way.
That's cool. So Caesar's more of a support character.
For sure.
Okay, cool. That makes sense too, like historically. You know, he wasn't like a warlord or anything, so it's more like just really smart. So I like that too, how the historical figures, like kind of how they were in real life are like in the game, which is cool.
Yeah, I mean, like I think Miltiades, how he pronounced his name, one of the Greek commanders, the guy who charged at Marathon towards the enemy, all of his buffs are like breaking phalanx and charging at the enemy instantly, or speed buffs to allow him to run forward, and he has a fear ability which ruins people's morale. That very much speaks to what he did at Marathon.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a crazy battle.
Yeah, for sure, insane numbers.
I remember learning about that, and like apparently this guy, they were trying to stop the Persians from escaping to their ships. So this like Greek guy just grabbed the ship with his hand. They chopped off his hand, so he used his other hand. They chopped off that hand, and then he used his teeth to stop the ship. I'm sure that's just like probably fantasy, but it's cool. It's like
cool.
Yeah.
Unlike the 300 remake, movie of that. Oh, that film's so bad. I think I never actually watched it fully. I got about 10 minutes in and saw someone using like a medieval mace, and I was just turned it off. I was like, I'm done with it.
Are you talking about Rise of Empire or whatever?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It feels so bad. And also, I think Cinema Sins did a good video on it, and he just tears it apart.
Yeah, I only watched that movie for the lady, so the main villain lady.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so bad, so bad.
Yeah.
And also, I think now we're still playing tier 2. Hopefully, as well as we level up together, because at the moment, I think your max tier is tier 3. Hopefully, when we reach the higher tiers, we can start showing off all the cool new maps. Because we played Hadrian's Wall yesterday when we were messing around, and that's an awesome map.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it sucks that you have to be a higher level, but, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense with, like, unit balancing and, the lower tiers, they play extremely different to the higher tiers, so you don't really want these low, really crappy units running around on maps which just don't suit them. And I think that's something that we'll see as the game gets released, and maybe there's more of a competitive mode for it. Like one of the things I think they would need to do for that is to set a tier and say that's ranked mode. Whether that's tier 7, tier 6. I don't think doing tier 10 is a good idea because it takes so long to get there. But it doesn't take long to get to tier 7, really. I've played about 250 games, and I've played a lot of other units. I have almost literally tier 7 cav. I need to play one more game with it. Tier 5 infantry, tier 5 barbarians, tier 5 Greeks. I have a lot of stuff. If I focused on just getting one thing, it would have taken me no time to get tier 7 infantry, or tier 7 cavalry. So I feel like they need to maybe set a tier and say this is competitive mode, and kind of run it that way. I think would be cool.
Yeah, and I like grindy games because I don't know, I just really enjoy the journey instead of just focusing on the getting the goal, because once you get there you're like, what do I do now? But yeah. It's just fun to play the game. I'm not even focusing on leveling up too much, so I'm just this is great. I don't know, I just love it. All right, cool. I'm gonna go. Yeah.
All right, do you want to switch?
Yeah.
You want to go first, okay.
There we go. Okay. Watch some guy take her spot.
Yeah, I know. I was scared of that. I'm gonna sit behind you and just buff the hell out of you.
All right, cool. So it looks like we got we got some hoplites. It looks like, near the street, which is gonna be good. That should.
That's cavalry, actually.
What? Oh no.
Oh, what you mean in the center?
Yeah. No. Near us.
Yeah, it's cavalry.
It's cav?
Yeah, look at it.
He's got one cav, but the rest are swords.
Swords? Yeah, not hoplites.
Oh, that's weird, because when I hover over it, it showed Greek general, so I just assumed.
Oh, okay, maybe that's a little bit buggy.
Yeah, maybe it glitched out, because I swear, I was like, what? Alright,
cool, let's just try and use this house, I think, as something to protect your right flank. Because that's also something you can really do, is use terrain to help protect your flanks, because obviously they are so important.
Alright, I'm also going to stretch out my lines, too.
Yep. We got some tier 3s coming our way, which is fine. The range is going to be a little bit annoying, but hopefully our central force can deal with them.
Alright, yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, I don't know. Does the trees give you protection from arrow fire?
Yeah, a little bit. But I think we're fine. As long as you're in combat, the archers shouldn't be too bad.
Alright, should I commit in this?
I mean, fuck it, let's just go.
Yeah,
what's the worst that can happen?
We lose.
Yeah, true. Okay, I'm coming in to help you now. I'll get a nice little buff off, and I'm going to keep this buff permanently on you, because the nice thing is, what you can do is you can pop this buff on every one of your units. So I can pop it in 3 times.
Ooh.
So I can pop it with 1 unit, pop it with a 2nd unit, and then pop it with a 3rd unit. So you should be getting huge buffs right now.
Oh, wow, that's... I mean, I'm doing quite well. You're holding the flanks, too, but dang, your troops are... There you go, going in the center there.
Yeah, but oh, nice. He's trying to get through here. That's not the smartest move by him.
Oh, man, this is... We need more infantry, help!
We do, but I mean, the good thing is as well, we must be really helping the team out, because we're currently holding up 3 people.
Yeah.
So, that must be a nice little boost to our team. So you can see the Veni buff is getting close to running out in a second. And then I'll just get ready to pop it again on a different unit.
We're destroying them, dude. I think we might come out on top on this, dude.
Yeah, with your bonuses in the woods and my additional Caesar buff, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, we're just cutting them down.
Oh my god.
40% melee attack, you know? That's huge.
Yeah. Outnumbered and coming out on top. Oh no, my troops are breaking.
Just try and get them out. I can kind of fill that gap. Just get them out of there until they come back. And we got a reinforcement unit coming as well. So I think we'll be fine.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Nice. It's another unit. The left flank is getting crushed. Let's keep it up.
There we go. I think they're back.
Also, something you can do. I know I keep saying also, but you know, it comes to my mind. When a unit is really low and they barely have any soldiers left, what you can do is you can pretty much just ignore it, because it does take quite a while to kill it. So if you see a unit with basically an enemy unit which you're fighting with just about like 2 men left or something like that, just ignore it, because it's not really going to do any damage to you. And it's just like a waste of time leaving an entire unit to fight it. So just run away from it.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I always like, because sometimes they fight for a long time too, sometimes when there's just 2 of them.
Exactly. I think the game finds it hard to kill them because there's only 1 of them. It's hard for your entire army to be killing it. Whereas when your entire unit is fighting the entire unit, they have a lot to be fighting. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I'll pop another buff now as well. So I'm basically keeping you constantly at an additional 40% melee attack.
Yeah, I think your abilities single-handedly like won that battle there.
Yeah, look at your kills. 400 kills on you.
Are you serious?
Kills on me. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Barbarians are easy mode.
I know, right? And because the fact is as well, you came up against barbarians in the woods, so technically they have the same stats as you. But with Caesar, you then completely outperform him because you have an additional 40%.
Jesus,
it's just like so useful. I think Boudica has a very similar ability as well, which helps like buff your units. So I think like a really OP combination of units would be a Caesar, a Boudica, a Germanicus, and then maybe like a Kanani for range, you know, like a 4-man. I think that combination played right will just be unstoppable because you can just constantly buff your allies. You can use your slingers at range of Kanani, you know, then Boudica's war dogs or something. It's just a really good buff.
That's intense. Like, that's some deep strategy there. I cannot wait to see some like really competitive players and teams like come up with these crazy strategies.
Well, at the moment, I was watching Darren play last night, and there is a super cheesy strategy. I'm not even sure if I want to say it because more people would do it.
So just don't.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I don't really care too much. If anything, it's just me getting it. Basically, if you 4-man war dogs, you're unkillable. You just stick yourself all together and just war dog it out, and basically you send out 12 units of war dogs, and they just run for everything. There's like nothing you can do to stop it, really. It's like literally unbeatable, unless you have like artillery maybe, but even still, that's hard.
Yeah, but I mean, it's beta, so.
I'm sure like war dogs are definitely going to get changed somehow. Like 100% war dogs will get changed. I also buffing you guys as well. So if you want to stay close to me, because something about Caesar, which I'm kind of a bit like unsure whether it's, I guess it's fine, but you have to be next to Caesar to continue having the buff. If you run away from him, you lose your buff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why maybe playing cavalry with him isn't the best idea. But having infantry, which is going to get stuck in alongside your allies, it can be pretty useful. But yeah, whilst we kill this dude, so like right now, we might as well just leave this guy and go after them rest of the infantry.
All right, yeah.
Because he's going to break anyway. And he's only like 1 man anyway, so it's not even that much of a big deal. I'll engage this guy from the front if you want to get around him.
Yeah.
I also have my melee attack buff back as well, so I'll pop that. Maybe deploy 1 unit to kill them, and then the other unit to come help kill these hoplites. Nice, some good kills there. God, you're going in this game.
Yeah, man.
420 kills.
Hey, it was all your abilities. That honestly, like, I would have gotten destroyed.
It's a team game after all.
That's true. It's cool. Like, I don't really want to compare this game to a MOBA, but it's cool to see like the support kind of characters, and like you were more of a support character. I was more of like a I don't want to say carry, but it's just cool to see the 2 commanders come together and like really be effective.
And that's something which you don't see a lot of people do as well. You don't really see people synergizing their characters too much because a lot of people, are playing by themselves. They don't really want to take it too seriously, or they come from Total War, but you don't really do that. But some commanders have some amazing synergy between one another.
Yeah, it's so ironic that Barbarian and Romans working together.
Yeah, I mean, you can do this with anyone, right? You can put Caesar towards the Greeks or Romans themselves. They're just as good. Because I think Caesar at tier 10 gets an ability which basically means that you can nullify negative effects. So you can then have Romans in the woods.
Oh wow!
And be absolutely fine.
Jeez.
Boudica gets a very similar one. So Boudica as well, she gets her tier 5 ability, gives an increase to positive ground effects. So basically when you're in the woods, if she pops her ulti on you, she basically increases what you get from the wood bonus. Wow. So instead of 25%, you'll be getting like 40%. So then couple that with a Caesar, it's just unreal what you can do.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that if you put Caesar on top of that, I mean, you just run away if you see that Boudica and Caesar.
Yeah, and that's one of the things as well. It's so easy to counter. Just like, oh shit, they've got a lot of units, they've got some good synergy. I shouldn't fight this battle. Let's just run away. Let's get the barbarians out of the woods, and then we can deal with them. Dude. There's no reason for people to attack us there.
Yeah. I guess he just didn't expect that. I think they thought they had that win in the woods, and
yeah, I mean, we were heavily outnumbered, weren't we? Our flanks were looking shaky at first, but as long as that buff goes off, and the fact that you can chain it, I can pop it with one unit, then the second unit, and then the third unit, just when it's about to run out, and keep that going. And by the time the third unit one's run out, the first one's back again. Yeah. So you can constantly keep it going, and it just racks up kills. I mean, it's basically like giving someone a Vengeance with an extra 30% melee defense. Vengeance being Germanicus's amazing killing ability.
Yeah.
Like, that's so good.
Crazy. And not only, like, you were support, but you still got pretty much 400 kills.
I mean, I'm buffing myself as well as you.
Yeah,
I'm still getting the 30% melee attack in the woods.
Insane.
But yeah, I guess there we go. Hopefully this has helped a few new people, as well as, watching me and Apollo killing noobs on the battlefield is always fun. Yeah. So make sure to drop a like down below. Let us know what factions or what commanders you want to see us take on to the battlefield next, and we'll see you guys next time.